Hey folks, it's Sam Stutz, your Dungeon Master here at Moody&D. I just want to welcome y'all back. We're going to be picking up where our last session left off, kind of working out the lore of the world and all that stuff. So last session we talked a little bit through the temple, and I would absolutely encourage any of y'all, if you want to be caught up and aware of the world around you as we dive into this fantastical fantasy world, I would totally encourage you to go back and listen to the last session. But that's where we're going to be picking up, is in the middle of this just whole lore dive. So let's get into it. Did anybody have any questions about lore? Anything, any of the leaders that you would have wanted to have like any specific interactions with? Just for post-mortem information, questions you would have wanted to ask them, stuff like that.
So I'm trained to protect them, correct?
Yes.
What am I protecting them from? Like monsters, beasts, something that...
Nothing's come up that you need to protect from yet.
Would I at least have some knowledge of like what I'm supposed to look out for? Like,
do you have your stats rolled up yet?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have them memorized? Do you have them with you?
Yes.
Could you roll a history check for me? I know I said we weren't going to do any gameplay, but it's become necessary, and so that's what we're doing now.
I can pull up some dice for you.
There's also, I've got my giant dice bag over there.
Or I've got some here too.
Yeah, we got plenty of dice. If I'm anywhere nearby, we have dice.
All right. Do history check?
Yes, history check. Oof.
Is that a nat one?
That's a 7 plus modifiers.
8.
There we go. Actually, I will give you an option. You could make this an Arcana check too.
Oh.
Still use the 7, but just pick which check.
11.
Great, great. You have a very vague picture in your mind of this thing that kind of looks like a lizard folk. It's sort of amorphous. But you know one thing when it comes to the actual quality of what you're picturing in your mind and what you're programmed, what you are aware you are designed to defend against, and that is there's this dark, unliving energy that you know you're designed to fight against. You know if it came up, you'd know it, but you don't know what it looks like yet. You don't know how it would behave. You wouldn't be able to put a word to it. So you wouldn't even necessarily know that it is this dark, unliving energy. You would just know that's not right. That's really, really not right. But should you encounter it, I will let you know, because you will know that's what I'm fighting against. That's my whole purpose. But that drive exists at the back of your mind all the time, which is why you continue to do this, even though for 3 years it's been nothing to fight against. There's that drive. You're like, it's coming. I just don't know when.
So, another question for Klaus. Yeah. Obviously, when I got to the society, I would have first of all found the person that calls himself the leader, and tried to like gather as much information from him as I can.
Yeah.
And the second thing, I would have obviously seen the 8 feet tall golem that's trotting around the place and made sure to make him an ally, or at least, yeah.
Do you guys want to play out that? Do you have a character voice yet?
I was running through options in my head.
Okay,
so,
you can change it after this,
but
but just like, I feel like this is something that I don't even need to facilitate. You guys just need to go.
Honestly, first I would like to find out a little bit about the golem from, what was it?
Me too.
Erthej?
Effish, yeah.
Okay. So from Erthej, you're able to gather basically everything you've heard so far.
Okay.
He exists to protect. You don't know what's running him, though. That is a question you'd have to ask him or figure out who created him.
So, Effish?
Erthej.
Erthej.
So it's Erthesj.
Erthej. Okay. He wouldn't have told me what?
He would not have told you what's running the golem. He would have told you the golem exists to protect because there used to be something that protected and now it's gone.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's what you would be able to get out of him.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We can try doing a little interaction here.
Did you have something you wanted to ask prior to this interaction? Because you said you had questions about yourself, about your character, Aima.
I think that is. Oh, there was one question.
Yeah.
Would any of the like personality of the dragon seep over?
That's a fabulous question.
Because like I'm not attached to like a personality yet.
Yeah, totally. I would say only a little bit, because that's not exactly how this works. This is totally background information, but like from a metagaming perspective, the way the lore of this world works is the physical heart does not contain any element of the soul.
Okay.
And so the soul of the dragon is not contained within the heart. And so while you might be using that as an arcane power source, it is not a source of what creates what could be referred to your soul if you have one as a golem. So should your character get extremely introspective and philosophical, maybe you'll ponder the question of do you have a soul? But for now, that does not bleed into your character unless you want it to.
Okay.
We good to run this interaction? I'm excited. First players interacting.
It's a lot different when the microphone's on.
Oh yeah,
True,
it's
true,
so
true.
different. It's so different. All right, let's see this.
Yes! That was nice musical.
I love it. Vocal warm-ups.
Okay, let's do this.
All right, so you guys are just wandering around the temple. You catch the golem lurking. Can we get a character description of what you look like? Do you have that yet?
Well, it's a gold dragon. So, I mean, since he's a stone golem, he's out of stone.
Yeah. So, you're. Yep. So, you were modeled after a lizard folk, just bigger. Because of the sort of draconic bloodline that exists within you, even though you're not descended from him, you are made from what made him him. Shortly after you were created, and you would have seen this change, it was just stone, and it became stone with this sort of golden engraving of scales that came out of nowhere. You don't know where it came from, you just know it appeared. You know it did not come from anybody doing that to you. And so it's kind of like a lizard folkish looking stone golem, but also still a stone golem. So that's
so like Michelangelo carved a lizard folk. Would I have a tail?
You would have a tail, yeah.
I would have a tail.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep. So everybody in the party has a tail.
Hey.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, go.
Okay.
I want to hear this.
Okay.
So yeah, you saw him lurking out of nowhere.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Obviously I would have been looking for him.
Yeah.
So I walk up to Aima, right?
Mm-hmm.
I walk up to Aima and I'm like, okay. So wait, no, that was bad.
I love it. We're figuring out character voices. This is so much fun. Oh, come on. I can't edit that out because I was talking over it.
Oh.
I can't remove it. Dang
Or you
it.
can just remove you talking.
But I was talking.
All
right.
You have to do that more often.
Don't touch any more of those buttons. Don't touch any more of those buttons. I will find a new audio interface.
Hello, big lizard man.
Oh my word, this is amazing.
You guys better get used to this.
I'm so happy.
It's gonna take a second. Yes, little one.
And obviously, as I'm talking to you, I'm kind of like trotting around you in circles, kind of observing you, patting you on the on your tail, like touching your stomach, just like checking you out.
Stomach is like eye level for you. Like you're just
that's kind of what I'm doing, like here, just like patting you on the stomach, kind of knocking on it to see if anything's inside. I've heard you're the protector of this fine tribe.
Yes, I am.
And are you aware of the fact that now I am your king?
I was not aware that we had a king.
I like put my ear to your stomach and like I start knocking on it. Well, I am your king, and so now you are my protector.
Wait, would he hear the heart if his ear was like...
Yeah, you would hear just a little, doof, 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 you know, it would be, yeah, it would be just enough that you're like, oh, there's something beating in there.
Well, if you are the king, then I guess I shall protect you as well.
Not as well, because I am the mightiest of them all. You shall only protect me.
Aima, you inherently know he's wrong because it's so far against your programming. Just putting it out there.
You are a very strange-looking lizard folk.
Because I am not a lizard folk. I am greater than they are. Plus, I am an emperor.
Oh, I see.
Now, strange looking lizard folk, tell me your secrets. All of your secrets.
Does this go against like any protocol that I have?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Roll a general intelligence check for me.
Oh, that's not gonna go well. 12.
With a 12, you are not entirely. You don't have a concrete definition of what a secret is. Like, secret, as we would define it, obviously, is like something you intentionally don't tell people. For you, it could just be like, well, I guess nobody else knows what I had for breakfast this morning, you know? like just something that people don't know yet.
I am the protector of the lizard folk.
Yes, and you are my protector as well. Now, protector, tell me more of your secrets.
Oh, warforged don't eat though. Dang it.
You saw a pile of rocks today.
I love this. I love the fact that Aima has basically gotten so confused by the concept of a secret that he's just like, I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't understand what you're asking.
At this point, I'm like doing like the 20th circle around you, and like
He like sticks his hand out and like stops you.
No. I pick up your tail and like I look underneath it.
What's your character strength score?
It's a 10.
Strength check. Strength
Give
check.
me the dice.
Give him a die.
Ow.
That's a nat 1. I hope that's not your roll.
11.
You can't lift that thing. It's made entirely of stone and it's 6 feet long.
So I just kind of put 2 hands underneath it and I'm like, just trying to lift it up.
You see his eyes nearly pop out of his head.
You are a very weak king.
Because my strength does not lie in my arms, but in my superior intelligence.
Which is why you're trying to lift my tail.
Touché. Now, I've heard that you have a heart beating inside of you. Tell me, are you made entirely of stone?
No. I also have magic.
What kind of magic?
The creating kind.
What have you been created from?
Stone.
What keeps the stone together? I mean, you do
Magic.
seem, even though it is little, you do seem to have some kind of intelligence. Where does that intelligence come from?
That would be the magic part.
What kind of magic?
The creating kind.
What are you created of?
Stone. We've been through this.
I shall wear you down. What are you created of?
We've been through this 3 times.
We shall go once more. What are you created of?
I am created of stone and magic.
What kind of magic?
Why don't you just go talk to my creator? He would probably know.
Your creator is not here with us anymore, as far as I've heard.
You killed him?
No. He's definitely alive.
Wait, what? I thought that he like left or something.
Surach died, I thought.
No,
Yeah.
Surach hasn't died yet.
I thought he left.
No, Surach didn't leave.
Oh,
Then why?
There were other people who left, but Surach hasn't left. Surach is still here.
Well, then, I was working on partial information then.
Oh my word, this is amazing. Okay, pick up.
So wait, did he actually say that my creator wasn't
Did you say
alive?
that you're? Did you say
No,
that?
let's
okay.
or no. I did say that.
You murdered my creator?
I did not murder anyone. I do not blighten my hands with such dirty work. I have people for that.
So you hired someone to kill my creator?
I do not have to hire people. People know my will and they act upon it.
So why did you murder my creator?
I did not murder anyone.
But you said he wasn't around.
Because that's what I've heard before. Is he still here?
Last I checked, yes.
Where is he, strange creature?
I do not know.
And how?
Is he just like sitting in the corner and just like eating popcorn at this?
No, but that would be funny. No, so your creator is in his workshop. It's on the first level. It's a specific section of the temple that's sort of been cordoned off for him to be mad scientisty. There we go.
Cool.
He's probably working.
Could you point me to his place so that your king, your commander, could speak to your creator?
He just points to the ground. Just like downstairs.
I like sit down on the floor. Pick me up and carry me, servant.
I am a protector, not a servant.
Servant, protector, it's the same thing.
No, I'm really sure it's not.
Carry me.
He will slowly move over and pick him up.
How so? Like what part of him are you are you gonna
Just-
grab him by the horns and carry him by his head, or like
No, just like scoop me from underneath.
Just like a baby, just like
cool?
there.
You don't need to.
there.
What's your strength score?
I think it's actually 10.
Okay, how much does your character weigh?
I have not figured that one out.
How tall is he?
I have not figured that one out. But tieflings aren't that tall, right?
Tieflings are anywhere in between, I think, 5'2" and 5'11", generally.
I would probably be about 5'4", I'd say.
Okay.
Those are arbitrary numbers for me because I do everything in centimeters anyway, but still.
Yeah, that's right. Give you a reference. I'm 6'2".
Okay.
So, Sam, Aima, make a strength check for me just to see if you can pick him up.
10.
Just straight 10. You manage it. However, Klaus, this is the most uncomfortable ride of your life. Like he's trying to pick you up, and like your horn is getting stuck in joint. Like what do your horns look like? Are you like ram horn or like based in the forehead going back?
Based in the forehead, kind of going out.
Okay, yeah, they're getting stuck in things. It's not comfortable when he tries to pick you up from behind, and then your horns like bang back into a stone chest. Like that's like literally like if you could feel the sound of nails on a chalkboard. Or even just running your nails on chalk. I hate that feeling. Like some people hate the sound. I hate doing it. But yeah, no, it's not comfortable. Like there's part of you that like internally wishes you would have walked in general, but also like you deserve to be carried.
Exactly. Okay. I think that's enough.
Wonderful.
I probably would have also talked to his creator. I forgot his name.
Surach. All right.
But just to kind of try to find out what he is made of.
Yeah, totally. So we'll say that you get carried down to the shop, and Surach's in there, and he just kind of hears the feet lumbering. He's like, "Yes, Aima, what do you need?"
The king has come to see you.
We do not have a king.
Oh, yes, you do. Now I am your king. And I kind of like jump off.
Hello,
out of
Klaus.
I kind of just jump out of his hands.
Acrobatics check.
I do have high acrobatics.
Good.
Or do I not? I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
I was actually just gonna say that I
gonna
kind
die.
of fall down on my butt.
I drop him.
Oh, you drop him? Okay, then you no acrobatics check. He dropped you.
Yeah, but I do have like
Okay, we'll make an acrobatics check to see if
Okay.
maybe you landed.
nat 20.
As graceful as a cat.
Thank
like you would legitimately think that Klaus has never landed on anything other than his feet before, except for maybe when he would land on his hands and pull off a back handspring or something like that. Super graceful. Surach just kind of does not look up from his work. Just goes, yes, Klaus, what do you need?
So I have been conversing with your strange creature, and I found out that you are his creator. And I like pull up a chair. I don't know if there's a chair around.
Yeah. There are workbenches.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff
I like
that
kind
you
of
can
pull
move.
up a chair, put it like right in front of his desk, and put my feet on his work.
I am so sorry.
I forgive you, Aima. You can leave now.
Thank you.
Goodbye, servant.
He is not your
Protector.
servant, he is the protector of the city.
Protector, servant. What is the difference?
The difference is he will kill things. Servant would not kill things. That is the difference.
The servants in Germania, they kill for us all the time.
Do they kill for you or do they die for you?
Killing, dying for you. What is one life? What does one life mean?
It means a lot.
I will kill you. I will kill you. No.
Aima, you do have my permission if it needs to come to that.
He will not lay a finger upon me, for he is my protector as well.
I made him. He listens to me above all else. His prime directive.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of raise a brow at that. Okay. So, I came to know what your creation is made of.
He is made of magic and stone.
See, I told you.
I thought he told you to leave. Now leave my sight.
I said he could leave. I did not say he had to leave.
I kind of regain my composure. So, what kind of magic propels him?
Arcane magic?
At this point I kind of start like get off the chair and I start walking. What is kind of the room look like?
It's this dimly lit sort of workspace. There's a forge in the corner of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Various tables just sort of strewn about with some fairly primitive tools, enough to make Aima, but not super detailed. Audra, if you think you'd be here,
I've been here the whole time
cool.
with my chameleon skin up.
Yep.
I was chilling with Aima earlier when Klaus decided to show up, so I witnessed the whole interaction.
Nice.
Okay, we will assume that nobody knows you're here yet,
Yeah.
unless you announce yourself.
Okay.
You get up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Yeah. So I get up, and are there like books, manuscripts, scrolls?
Not a bunch of manuscripts and scrolls. Surach seems to work primarily from memory.
Okay.
An innate knowledge of architecture and science and stuff like that. And
Okay.
magic.
So I just kind of start walking around the room. I figured that like his desk would be like in the middle of the room.
It's actually up against the back wall,
Okay. Okay.
and then the forge is to the right of that by
Okay.
about 5 feet.
Okay. So then I just start kind of walking around, picking random things up, looking at like different.
Do not
tools
touch
he's
that.
using. I put it back down.
Thank you.
Pick something
Do not
else up.
touch that either.
I put it back down.
Thank you. Do not touch anything else.
I pick something else
I
up.
told you not to touch anything else.
Do I kill him now?
It is getting close. It is getting very close, I will not lie to you, but we do not kill him yet because we do not kill.
So I just kind of started strutting around with my hands behind my back. So I've realized a very strange thing about your creation.
There are a lot of things that are strange about him. Which of these have you finally noticed?
I've heard a beating heart inside of him, and as far as I know, these kinds of creatures do not have hearts.
And you think you would know that?
Yes. I've been around the world. I am the Emperor of Germania, the rightful heir to the throne.
Germania is not a country.
How would you know that? You shut-in lizard.
I will have you know I am the most educated about the external world of everybody in this society. I know Germania is not a country.
You might not. It is an ancient country, far older than you could ever imagine.
Congratulations. You are heir to throne of country that does not matter to me.
Thank you.
He does have heart. You are correct. What that means to you is up to you.
What kind of heart?
The beating kind.
He is correct.
And what magic is he constructed of?
The magic kind.
Okay.
Creation magic, specifically.
At that point, I kind of just give you a low bow and I say, thank you for the information. And I just walk away.
Of course. Please do not come back.
Would I have noticed her?
We'll say make a perception check, make a stealth check.
What's my perception?
So I add this to.
That's a D12. You're going to want to roll the one with 20 sides.
There it is.
There you go. Ooh.
14. And then I would add it to.
Add your stealth
Stuff
modifier.
on here. Oh. 21.
I just lost the die. I'll be right back.
What is your perception modifier?
My perception modifier is a +1.
You need to roll a natural 20 in order to see her.
Okay, then no.
Well, hold on. Let's just find out. Here, I've got a die roller.
I just lost your die. I'm sorry.
Oh my
We
goodness.
can find it.
It's right here.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead and roll a roll that. See if maybe you roll a nat 20 to see her.
14.
Nope. You have no idea she was there.
Thank you. Okay. I just walk away.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I trip him on the way out.
Go ahead. I want you to make let's call that an athletics check. You can make either athletics or acrobatics to avoid it.
Okay. Can I do a dex saving throw?
Yes, actually, dex saving throw is better. Make a dex save.
Okay. I'll just roll it on the internet.
Yeah. Or I've got dice rollers.
I mean, I got it right here.
There you go. Okay.
5.
That would be a natural 1, though. So on a natural 1, you fall face first into the stone ground. And Surach just bursts out laughing in the background. He's that was very good, Aima. I knew I put the sense of humor in you on purpose.
So I just kind of get up, dust myself off, pick up my hat, bow again, put it back on, and leave.
Wonderful.
And I then change my scales back so I'm clearly visible. I've been.
Oh, hello, Adra.
Hello, Surach?
Yes.
Man, some people just think they can call themselves an emperor or king of kings. What is that?
Yes, it's very, very obnoxious. This is very pompous and horribly inaccurate.
I know. I thought you handled him really well, though. I was really impressed with your patience.
Oh, thank you. It makes me happy because I am naturally very impatient.
Well, I'm very impressed. I wonder, did all that patience come from all your education? I overheard you saying that you're the most educated person here.
That was just to get him to go away.
Oh. I mean, you're really smart, though. Like, you created Aima, and you just are naturally good with things with your hands. So I was just wondering, like, did that come naturally, or did you have to learn that from someone?
That came naturally. I have no idea how he works. But I have a rough enough outline within my mind of how connections ought to be made for him to function. There are ways, if I had the availability to study or to figure out more details about the both science and magic that runs him, that could make him potentially more efficient, but I do not have those capabilities as of yet, and I do not know what exists outside of the world beyond these walls.
So you don't actually know if Germania is a real country?
No, but I do know he is crazy, and so it is probably not.
You got that right. All right. Well, I'm headed to go see the harvesters. You want me to grab anything for you?
No. Tonight is a night of do work and figure out machinery, or maybe figure out if I know how Aima works.
Cool. You mind if I steal Aima tonight after you're done? Just want to kind of hang out.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. I don't really get along with the other lizard folk my age, and Aima makes a good friend.
Adra, what are you going to do?
Nothing. I just wanted to, poke a little more fun at Klaus, so I figured Aima could help with that.
I want you to make a deception or persuasion check. Your choice, don't tell me which.
Okay.
And I'm going to make an insight check for Surach.
Hold on. My double numbers? Sorry, I'm going to ask a lot of questions at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I double the,
We already made those calculations ahead
Okay.
of time, so they're just straight
so they're
now.
done. Okay. 21.
All right, fine. You can borrow Aima. That is perfectly fine.
Thanks, Surach. I'll see you later.
Of course. Do not get into trouble.
You know me, never.
Adra, you and I both know that is a lie.
I will keep her out of trouble.
Thank you, Aima.
So I leave you two alone, and I head over to talk to Klaus. I find him outside of your workshop. Are you pouting?
No, I'm just walking away head held high.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, again, walking somewhere. I don't know where.
And I'm so excited to work on my accent though, because this is killing me right now.
Oh, yeah, you good.
Hey Klaus, how's it going?
I kind of just glance over my shoulder at you, keep walking. Yes.
So crazy. I just walked past Surach's workshop and I heard him talking about how Germania is not a real place. What does he know?
I know. What does he know? He's just a stupid lizard.
I mean, I would agree with you, but kind of a lizard folk, so.
That is your opinion.
Right.
I don't even glance at you. I just keep walking straight.
And I'm keeping up with you.
Okay.
So tell me, what was it like being a ruler of Germania?
I do not have many recollections of what it was, for I left when I was very young. But it was glamorous. It was luxurious. All the food I could eat. All the clothes I would want to wear. And so during my adventuring outside of the temple, I stole a bunch of rings. And I have just an abundance. Just 2-3 rings on every finger. And I just kind of shake them around. And they just clutter on my fingers.
I'm glancing at your rings. I grab your hand, one of the hands, and I'm just glancing at all your rings.
I kind of take it away and I'm like, do not touch the emperor. And I kind of turn around and start walking again.
But there is no emperor.
I want to. Can I roll for a sleight of hand check?
Absolutely.
I want to try and steal one of his
rings. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Here's what I want you. This is going to be a contest against your passive perception. Because your assumption is you're the leader. No one's going to steal from you. Why would they do that? Because they love you so much. Is that not an accurate
No, it's not really accurate.
Okay.
I don't trust people generally.
Okay.
I don't trust anyone.
So in that case, what we'll do
I'm very
is
paranoid.
you will make a sleight of hand check against your rolled perception.
Mm-hmm.
And if she succeeds the sleight of hand check, she will not be noticed. She will then make another sleight of hand check to steal the ring without you perceiving it. We will use your same perception check for both.
Okay.
That sucks.
Is that not one?
Do you want to say it? Do you want to tell us what it is, Audra?
It's a 1.
Hey, that's good with me because I rolled a 4.
My sleight of hand. So it's a 6 total.
Mine is.
Hold on. What's your perception modifier?
1.
Okay, so here's the thing: is I don't play nat ones as automatic failures because that's not how skill checks work.
Oh.
And so that's a total of a 6, you said?
Uh-huh.
And that's a total of a 5.
Against my perception.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
So now you need to roll so that's a total of 5. You don't notice her trying to steal it. Now you need to roll another sleight of hand to see if you can beat the 5 again.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
You now have a very nice ring.
Perfect.
I am so sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you now have a very nice ring. You have managed to steal. Go ahead and mark that in your inventory. You now have a ring worth approximately 25 gold pieces. You don't have a concept for what gold pieces are, but should you ever get out of the temple and get out into the normal world, that's how much that would be worth. And you will notice the next morning probably that you're missing a ring. And it probably fell out. Well, I don't know.
I am very paranoid. I am
Yeah.
very, very paranoid.
Yep.
So, is there any currency for the society?
There is no currency. Purchases are not made. This is very much everyone pitches in and everybody gets what they need. Unless anybody wants to do anything more, I think we're at a pretty decent stopping point. We've established character, established sense of the setting. Does anybody have any major questions we want to hit?
I just have one
Yeah.
that I've been percolating on since the dragon.
Yeah.
Although Klaus thinks he's better
Yeah.
than us, is he a kind person? And to the person who left and then came back, has there been any noticeable personality changes or differences in that person?
There have not been any noticeable changes in their personality.
Okay.
They just seem to have become scared of the outside world.
Okay.
But once they're back, they're normal.
Okay.
But Klaus does not seem to be the nicest of person in any way, shape, or form. Like, he does have some mildly kind tendencies, but it's like...
I would put it more in the way of he's not kind, but he's not unkind.
Right.
His
Right.
words are harsh, but his actions are neutral.
Cool. But
Yeah.
you haven't like become a kinder person since
No,
coming into the temple.
no.
But it's also been a couple months.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So he's been around for a while.
for a little bit.
And if I can guess where your mind is going, the mist is not changing anything. The temple does not appear to be changing anything. It legitimately just seems to be a quality of the dragon, a quality of the people who try to leave, a quality of these things. It doesn't seem like any enchantments or alterations are occurring.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where my brain was going.
Awesome.
Cool.
Any other questions?
Nope, not for me.
He's thinking.
I want to know, like, so what's the layout of, like, the entire, like, temple? Are there any secret places? Like,
I will get you guys maps of the temple because
okay.
I'm working on preliminary maps. Yeah, I'll try to get that to you by the next time we play so that you have a decent understanding of what you know of the temple itself.
Cool.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us on this first and second week of this still unnamed D&D podcast. I guarantee I'm going to clip half of this out, or maybe I'll leave it in as a joke. I don't know. I decided to leave it in as a joke. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. We'll see you next week.
See ya.